Hello and welcome to Forever Rugby on Forever Sport, and some great news for both Munster as well as Springbok fans. World Cup double winning World Cup lock Snyman is officially back in training following the chest injury he sustained during the Rugby World Cup final in October, and is back in full training with Munster and set to make his return potentially this month, if not next month, to the URC and Champions Cup Rugby, which is a timely return for the Boks, who obviously get their season underway in July. Now, before we talk about exactly what sort of happened and what sort of wins we can't be able to see him back, please do smash a like on the video. Please do subscribe to the channel as well. Right, so what we know is that after the World Cup final, it was revealed that Snyman had suffered a chest injury or pectoral injury, and initially, the prognosis was pretty positive, but it was then decided that he did need to have surgery, and he underwent the knife in November. Back then, they said that he looked like he would not be able to return in March. Now, it looks like he is potentially on track for that return. Head coach Graham Roundtree revealed that he is back in training last week and said the following. He said, Snyman also returns to full team training after recovering from a chest/shoulder injury sustained in the World Cup final. Roundtree also praised the professionalism of Snyman, who he's made a big impact at the club, despite the fact that he is about to make the switch to Leinster at the end of the season. So the big question is, when can we expect to see the marauding Viking of a man back into the team and terrorizing teams across various different competitions? Right, if we look at Munster's fixtures, their next fixture is next weekend, Friday the 16th of February. Now, I'd imagine that is probably a week too early. I reckon they probably hold him back. Maybe look to try and give him 10 minutes off the bench. But I think that genuinely that first weekend of March, in fact, it's Friday the 1st of March, when Munster take on Zebra at home, I reckon that could very well be the return of Snyman. That would make sense. It would still be sort of that March. It basically means he can get a full month of training in and can potentially play, get a lot of minutes under his belt. They'll probably play a couple of sort of internal games and internal training sessions, stuff like in between Six Nations, and that'll give him an opportunity to really get back to full fitness and ramp up for the rest of the season. And we're going into the 10th round of the URC, so very much came to the business end. So by the time we get to sort of the end of March, we'll basically be 13 rounds down, and it'll be just 4 rounds left rather, until we get to the playoffs. But obviously still quite a long way to go in the tournament. We've only just passed the halfway stage, so now it is the business end, but there's still quite a long end to it. The final group stage matches will be on the last weekend of May, first weekend of June. First of June, I think, is the final match day of the URC group stages before the quarterfinals start on the 7th of June, semi-finals on the 15th of June, and the grand final set for Saturday, the 22nd of June. Time and venue, of course, to be determined based on what happens in those playoffs. So, yeah, I think, Munster have had a tough season. They've had a lot of injuries, and that's really played a big part. As a result, they're kind of sitting down in 11th place, 24 points. Just 1 point, though, away from that sort of top 8 getting themselves into playoffs. So they went away last year and won the URC. So I don't think they'll be too upset if they can't get necessarily the home playoffs. But I think given all the injuries in the season they've had, just getting to the playoffs for them, I think, would be the main thing. From a Lions perspective, I'd really like to see them not get to, well, I'd like to see the Lions get to the playoffs. So very much Munster and Connacht are their direct competition for those spots at the moment. But let me know what you think. Will the return of Snyman maybe turn the tides for Munster? And how excited are you to see him back in Springbok colours and maybe even locking down with his partner, Jean-Claude, down in sort of the July internationals later this year? Let me know what you think down in the comments below. Please do smash a like on the video. Please do subscribe to the channel as well. Thank you very much for watching. My name is Steve. I'll chat to you soon.